How's it going, my fellow collectors? I am back again, and can you believe it, guys? It has been 11 years now since this channel was first born, since my very first video on YouTube. I want to thank all my supporters, my subscribers, and taking this long journey with me for all this time. Thank you, guys, really. And so to celebrate, we're gonna do a room tour. Um, it hasn't it's still 2 days away, the actual anniversary of the channel, but I decided to do it today because um, today and tomorrow is pretty much the only free time that I have. So the 6th falls on a Monday, and that's the actual anniversary, and I'm going to be pretty busy that day, so that's why I decided to do it today. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get to the collection room tour. Alright, so we're going to start off with my 1/6 scale figures, mainly Hot Toys. And as usual, we're going to start with the Marvel shelf. So we have on the left the Wolverine figure from the movie The Wolverine. I put him back in his all black suit. And then behind him, we have my custom Wolverine figure from the movie Logan. The head is made by 11. And the body is a Hot Toys body. And I think the suit is made by 11 as well. The clothes. So I think in my last tour, he was wearing just his tank top and jeans and the snarling head sculpt, so I put him back in this look, in the limo driver suit, outfit, whatever you want to call it. And then behind him we have my Deadpool figure by Hot Toys, but he has a Present Toys Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. But the suit has pretty much disintegrated completely on me. At first it was the black pleather. Now it's the red pleather. So I tried salvaging it, but I don't think there's any hope of that. Next we have here in front another Wolverine figure. This is the Hot Toys Wolverine from the movie X-Men Origins Wolverine. But he has, I believe this is also an 11 head sculpt. Yeah, so that's pretty good figure. I love it. And then we have the So-So Toys Matt Murdock from the movie Spider-Man Far From Home, pretty much. And behind him we have the Netflix Punisher, John Bernthal. So yeah, really nice. And then we have the Hot Toys Scarlet Spider from the PS4 Spider-Man video game. Behind him is the Carnage figure, the Hot Toys Carnage from the movie Venom Let There Be Carnage. Pretty much part 2. of Venom. And in front and center, this is the Present Toys Blade figure. But he does have a Hot Toys head sculpt on him. If you guys seen my review, I wasn't very fond of the Present Toys head sculpt. So, yeah. And then these are custom ultraviolet grenades that I got him. I didn't make them myself, but I did buy them on blackopstoys.com. Then we have to the right of him the Hot Toys Spider-Man, the classic suit from the same video game, the PS4. And he does have a Lim Toys Peter Parker head sculpt, which is the best character model. Way better than the stupid one that they got for part 2. And pretty much his replacement. Yeah. Big mistake by Insomniac Studios and whoever made that call to replace the character model. Anyway, behind him, we have the comic book Venom figure by Hot Toys. One of the latest additions to my collection. Real nice. I really love that figure, especially with the tendrils and stuff. In front of him, we have the black suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2, the video game, on the PS5. Another awesome figure. And then we have... This is the... oh, he's having problems with... let me get this on. There we go. The repulsor was not on, so I just turned it on. But yeah, this is the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark III. This would be the 1.0 or 2.0, depending on how you look at it. They did make a plastic Mark III, so you could consider that the 1.0, and then they came out with and then they came out with this one, which is a die-cast one. So this could be a 2.0 or 1.0. And then they came out with the latest one, which is also a die-cast one. That would be a 3.0 or a 2.0. And then we have the Hot Toys Mark 50 Iron Man from the movie Infinity War. So, yeah. Really nice. Alright, so we've moved from the Marvel shelf to the Detolfs. And we're going to start off on the very top. So these are my Mezco figures. And they're all Marvel figures. So start off on the very right. It's the Gambit figure. I haven't started the second season of X-Men 97, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we have Gambit here. And then in the back is the Mezco Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. I haven't moved these figures. They're still in the same poses. in the last however many years. As you can tell, some of them have like dust and spider webs on them. Don't mind that. So we have Magneto there in the background. And then this is the deluxe Wolverine figure that comes with the diorama base, the destroyed Sentinel. And then on the very left, we have Cyclops. So there's that. And then we move to the first shelf of the DTOF. This is the Alien shelf. I guess we'll start off on the very right. My latest addition to the collection is the Alien Romulus Scorched Xenomorph. I just did a review on this not too long ago. Awesome figure. Like I said, contender for a figure of the year. And then beside him in the back, we have the Hot Toys Alien Warrior. So there's that. And then in front, we have the Present Toys Flight Officer, aka Ellen Ripley from the movie Aliens. But I did a lot of customizations to this figure. Check out my review on it so you can see the in-depth details that I did on this. I think it came out awesome. All right, so moving down from the Aliens shelf, on the next shelf of the DTOF, we have the Predator shelf. Starting from the left in the back, we have the Hot Toys Feral Predator from the movie Prey. Hot Toys does plan on releasing the battle damage version of this figure, but I'm skipping out on that. This figure is good enough. It's basically the same thing. They just added a missing arm and some blood, and then a slight change to the diorama base. So I don't think it's worth picking up if you already have this figure. Anyway, in the back right, we have the Hot Toys Wolf Predator. I forget what title it really has. It's like heavy armored predator or something like that. So yeah. And then in the front center here, we have the Hot Toys Major Allen Dutch Schaefer. But it has been customized. The body is a Fison body. And as you can see, it does have the special edition headset. So yeah. One of my grails, in my opinion. So yeah, really nice. Okay. So, moving on down, we have the Sylvester Stallone shelf. We'll start off on the back right. We have the 3-0 John Rambo from the movie First Blood. I did get rid of my caustic plastic or Sliced Alone Shop Rambo green jacket version because I do have the 3-0 green jacket version on the way or pre-ordered. And I think that it's a superior figure than the Sliced Alone Shop figure. So yeah. And then I also have the Rocky here, front and center. This was it's not the Sliced Alone Shop figure, but it was made by Caustic Plastic. So the body it's using, it's a World Box body. Yeah. So this body originally came with it was meant for the 11 Wolverine custom that I have, but I decided to give it to Rocky because I think it's too bulky for Wolverine, and it's just the right size for Rocky. Speaking of Rocky, I also have the Sly Stallone Shop Rocky 4 on pre-order. They basically just put it on pre-order like a few days ago. So I put my pre-order in right away when I saw that cuz that's my favorite Rocky movie. I couldn't pass up on it. And I did get the deluxe version that comes with the ring. Well, like 25% of the ring and the flag and the extra head sculpt. So yeah, I wasn't gonna miss out on that. All right, so moving on down, we have the Keanu Reeves figures. So in the back, on the right, we have the John Wick from Chapter 2 by Hot Toys. So yeah, real nice. Then in front and center, we have the Hot Toys Neo from The Matrix. I do have at least one more figure on the way for my Keanu Reeves collection. The John Wick from Part 1. So I didn't get the artisan version. I didn't see a point in getting the artisan version because his hair isn't that long. So I just decided to go for the sculpted hair version. Okay, and these animals here, the dogs, I forget which company makes them, but they're pure resin. They don't have any articulation except for the head. It can swivel, and that's about it. Same thing for this dog over here. So yeah. Okay, so that's that. Um, I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to get the Neo from The Matrix Reloaded that Hot Toys announced. Right now, even though it's not that expensive, I don't see the need to get it. Um, yeah, it's just not that appealing to me. Unless I can find a deal to pick it up, then I might consider it. But until then, I'm probably gonna skip out on it. All right, so I guess we'll go next with my Star Wars figures here up top. So first we have in the back left the Hot Toys Mandalorian, the Beskar armor from season 2, the reflective armor. So there's that. I'm not gonna pick up the one that Hot Toys just announced from the movie, even though the flight suit is it has accurate colors. It's a brown color instead of a gray that we see here. But that's not enough to make me buy it. Anyway, in front of him we have the Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian Season 2 in his first appearance there. And then we have the Hot Toys Emperor Palpatine from The Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Episode 6. So there's that. And then we have the Hot Toys The Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader, Episode 5. This, if you guys have seen my video, it's been upgraded, the suit. It's a genuine leather suit made by Kelly Studios. I did make a video about it on the process and stuff, so if you guys want to check that out, you're welcome to it. I'll put a card in the top right hand corner so you guys could see it if you're interested. And then behind Darth Vader, we have the Hot Toys Star Wars Legends Darth Revan. Awesome figure from one of the best Star Wars games out there. Okay. So now we're going to move on to my custom display cases. We have here the Damn Toys Resident Evil 2 figures. So starting off in the back right, we have the Damn Toys Claire Redfield. These are all from the remake of Resident Evil 2. So there's that. And then in the back left-hand side, we have the Damn Toys Ada Wong from the same game. So real nice. And then front and center, we have Leon S. Kennedy from the same game. All right. So next, well, this one is empty for now. I am expecting the once I get it, the Caustic Plastic Frank Dukes figure will be going in this display case. Okay, and then moving on down, we have the I believe this is SW Toys Lara Croft figure from the PS4 Tomb Raider game. So there's that. I did do a little bit of customization to the face. I added some battle damage, so she's got some cuts with blood. And next we have my Hot Toys RoboCop figures. On the left we have the die-cast RoboCop from the first RoboCop movie, but I did add a Hot Toys arm cannon from RoboCop 3. It doesn't actually fit. It fits well enough, but it's a little too small for the arm. So just keep that in mind if you guys plan on trying to attempt to do this. But anyway, we have that, and then on the right of him, we have the RoboCop battle damage version from the same movie, RoboCop 1. And this has to be one of the best head sculpts that Hot Toys has made. Definitely a 10 out of 10 with the likeness on that. So, yeah. All right. So, you'll forgive me for not opening the door on this. It's a bit of a pain to do so on this side. So, we'll just start on the very top. We have all of my Hero Academia figures made by Reveltech. So we have on the right here, we have Shoto Todoroki. Those effect pieces, those ice pieces that are on either side and on the back of him, those are all custom pieces that I got on eBay. And in the back of him, we have his dad, Endeavor. And then in front of him, we have Ochako Uraraka or Uravity. Right behind her, we have All Might. And I did see that SH Figure Arts just announced their version of All Might, which is cool. Probably going to be superior to this one, but that's okay. I can live with this one. Then in front and center, we have Zuku Midoriya, or Deku. Behind him, we have Red Riot. And then on the very left, in the back, we have Dabi or Todoroki. So, yeah. And in front of him, I don't know why I'm forgetting all of these characters' names. I'll put it as a caption there so you guys can read it. I'll remember eventually. So, yeah, there's them. Okay. So, more Star Wars figures we have here. But we're going to move on to the prequel. So, we have in the back right, we have the Hot Toys Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. And then left, we have the 2.0 Darth Maul. Which is far superior to the 1.0. Not just because of the head sculpt, but because of the body as well. Slimmer version and everything. So, yeah. And then, front and center, we have the Mace Windu. One of the worst head sculpts that Hot Toys has ever done. So, yeah. But, still a good figure, except for that head sculpt. And then right below that shelf, we have the continuation of the prequel trilogy, Star Wars. So we'll start off on the right. In the back, we have the Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then in front of him, we have the Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Yoda. So, yeah. And on the left, in the back, we have the Dark Side, Anakin Skywalker. So, yeah, I decided to skip out on all of the artisan versions that came out lately. I think this version is very good. I didn't see the need to, because it's not really an upgrade, just because they have rooted hair. This head sculpt, in my opinion, still holds up. I didn't see the need to buy those new ones. So yeah. Also the tunic I did upgrade because the original tunic was flaking and falling apart. It was made entirely of pleather. This replacement is sheepskin leather, so I decided to replace it with that. I also made a video about it if you guys want to check that out. I'll go ahead and put a card on the top right hand corner of the screen right now. And then in front of him, we have the Hot Toys Darth Sidious from episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So this shelf is pretty much like a, duel from that movie. You have Obi-Wan versus Anakin, and then Yoda versus Darth Sidious. Okay, so moving on from there, we have the Terminator 1 shelf. We have the Hot Toys Terminator 1 battle damage version, or police shootout version, whatever you want to call it. But I did replace his leather jacket with the Present Toys jacket, which is leather. So yeah. I did make a review a couple days ago, or maybe a week ago, about it. So if you guys want to check it out. And then to the left in the back, we have a custom figure. This is the Pumping Iron Arnold Schwarzenegger from that documentary. So it's a Fison body. I believe it's the M35. And the clothes that he's wearing are made. I got them from Etsy. They're made by Hedge Money 77. I don't know if they're still available. I got them a long time ago. So you'll have to contact her to see if she's still making them. So there's that. And then in front of him, we have the Hot Toys Tech Noir Terminator. So I have him in the battle damaged look right now. All right, so moving on from the Terminator 1 shelf, we move to the Terminator 2 shelf. And these are pretty much all of them are latest editions. I got pretty recently. Starting off from the back right, we have the 2.0 T1000. And I have him dressed up in the biker cop outfit right now. And then right beside him in the back left, we have the Terminator 2 T800 DX13. Okay. And then in the front right, we have the 2.0 Terminator 2 T800 clean version. And I have him set up in the Cyberdyne look right now with the minigun. Real nice. And then on the front left, we have the Terminator 2 DX46 T800 battle damage version. So I have them with the endo arm from the clean version. It's really cool how you can do this. I love it. So that's that. I didn't have space for the two dioramas to fit in this DTOF with the T1000 and T800. So I had to opt for this. Uh, Continuing with the Terminator 2 figures, we have this is a kit bash of the T800 back here. Um, Entirely third party outfit, except for the shirt. That's Hot Toys from the MMS 117. And the head sculpt is a Hot Toys 2.0 T800. And so are the sunglasses. And the belt is a genuine leather belt. The hands are also the 2.0 Hot Toys. And so is the shotgun. So yeah, it's pretty much a Frankenstein figure. Uh, and the Harley Davidson Fat Boy that he's riding is a ZY Toys Harley. And then right beside that, we have the G.I. Joe 1/6 scale Harley Electroglide motorcycle. It's basically for the T1000. And in the front here, we have the 1.0 T1000, which is awesome. Still, it holds up with the split head here, since that doesn't come with the 2.0. And then right beside him, we have the Hot Toys statue, liquid metal statue T1000 that comes with the DX13. All right. Right above them, we have the Back to the Future figures. I guess we'll start off with the DeLorean. This is the Hot Toys Mark II DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 2. So, yeah. Got the flux capacitor there. And then we have Marty McFly by Hot Toys from Back to the Future Part 2. And then right beside him, we have the Saturn Toys Dr. Emmett Brown. So this is him in his yellow suit or outfit. And then right behind him, we have the Mars Toys Dr. Emmett Brown in his Act 2 or 3. I guess Act 3 look would be more accurate of Back to the Future Part 2. The yellow outfit would be Act 1. And then here's a better look at the back of the DeLorean. So, yeah. All right. So that's that. Next, we move on to my poster that I just got. When I bought the Terminator 2D No Fate video game, I believe I got the collector's edition. I can't remember which version I got, but came with this poster, so it's really nice. I decided to hang it up. And then right above that, we have the my Dark Knight artwork. So there's that. And then we'll move on to my Batman figures. Well, more accurate to say DC figures. So we'll start off with the Hot Toys Two-Face 2.0 from the Dark Knight film. Real nice. Some people are begging Hot Toys to make a 3.0, but I think that this figure still holds up. That's not gonna focus. Okay. And then we have my Kit Bash Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker. So it's mainly a, what is it? Hot Toys DX01. The body and the suit, but everything else is kit bashed. Like the tie he's wearing is from the DX11, and the head is a in art head sculpt. So yeah. Okay, and then right beside him we have the Hot Toys police disguise uniform Joker. So yeah, there's that. And then right beside him, we have the Bane 2.0 figure from The Dark Knight Rises. So I currently have him in the brown jacket outfit. These diorama display bases are pretty awesome. Then right beside him, we have the Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises Catwoman 2.0. I'm planning on getting rid of this, and because I already have the in art Catwoman figure pre-ordered, so she will be going away soon. And then next to her, we have the DX19 Batman from The Dark Knight Rises or The Dark Knight, whichever one you prefer. So yeah, real nice. And then right beside him, we have the, what is this, the 2.0 Batpod or 3.0? One of those. Next, we have my Hot Toys Bruce Wayne figure from The Dark Knight. So this is an original, what is it, 1.0 Batman Armory Bruce Wayne. I replaced the shoes though, because I got him some shinier shoes. They look more luxurious since he is a rich man. So yeah, that is a DX19 head sculpt. Decided to use it since it did come with the DX19 Batman over here. And let's get a better look at it, since you couldn't really see it. Okay. And then right beside Bruce Wayne, we have the Lieutenant Jim Gordon that came with the Bat Signal 2-pack. This is his look from the Dark Knight Rises. Then right beside him, we have the, well, this is a kit bashed Wonder Woman figure. It's mainly a Justice League Wonder Woman by Hot Toys, but it has the head sculpt is from the Wonder Woman Golden Armor made by Hot Toys. And everything else, the gauntlets, the tiara, and a few other bits and pieces are from the Wonder Woman 1984 figure. So yeah. And then right beside her, we have the Hot Toys Superman figure from Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. I was thinking about getting the in-art version, but I decided to pass up on it. Because I was late to the game and it's way too expensive now. I'm not spending that crazy amount of money on it. It's not worth it. So, I'm happy with this figure. And then we have the Batman figure from Hot Toys from the movie Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Fate. I'm sorry, Dawn of Justice. I'm thinking of Terminator. But yeah, this is the 1.0 version. Again, I was late to the game on the 2.0 version. I hesitated way too much on picking that figure up. Before I knew it, it was sold out. But I still don't regret getting that figure because this one is pretty good. So yeah. And it's still holding up too. There's still no signs of flaking, but that might be imminent. Who knows? And then right beside him, we have the Hot Toys Harley Quinn dancer dress version from the Suicide Squad movie. I did have her in a Feisen body, but I don't know if it was the environment that I was keeping her in or whatever, but I believe it was her right wrist that started melting. So I had to put her back in the stock body, which I don't mind because the Feisen body, you couldn't leave her in this pose without doing damage to the body anyway. So in a way, it's a positive thing. And moving on, we have the Hot Toys Harley Quinn regular version, I guess, from the Suicide Squad movie. I should say the first movie. I'm still waiting on the artisan version from the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie. She's going to go right here in between the two hyenas. One of them is Bruce. I forget what the other one's name is. But yeah, these are resin hyenas. I forget who makes them. I got them a while ago. I also did reviews on them. I'll leave another card to so you guys can check that review out too. But yeah, that does it for my 1/6 scale figures. So we're gonna move on to my 1/12 scale figures. I already showed you guys a few of them, but I'll show you the rest of them now. All right, so we're continuing on with my 1/12 scale SH Figure Arts Street Fighter figures. Start off on the very left. We have here my SH Figure Arts Cammy White figure. So that's that. In front of her, we have the SH Figure Arts Chun-Li. Yeah, I haven't changed the pose to any of these figures since my previous collection tours. Behind Chun-Li, we have the SH Figure Arts Vega figure, or Balrog, as he's known in Japan. And then right beside him, we have SH Figure Arts Ken Masters. In front and center, we have the SH Figure Arts Ryu. Behind him, we have the SH Figure Arts M. Bison, or Vega, as he's known in Japan. Right behind him, we have the SH Figure Arts Guile. I wish that SH Figure Arts continued the Street Fighter line, but we haven't seen any activity anymore. In a few years, I think. I think they just gave up the competition to everybody else, like Jada Toys and Storm Collectibles, which is kind of sad. But anyway, next we have the SH Figure Arts Akuma figure, or Goki, as he's known in Japan. Behind him, we have the SH Figure Arts Sagat. Not a lot of love for this figure by fans. They complain that he's not tall enough or his skin is too orange and stuff like that, but I like him. He's alright. And then we have the True Force Collectibles Mega Man X. Right there. Mostly die-cast figure. Behind him, we have the D-Arts Zero figure. This is the Phase 2 armor. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, there you go. That's that. Now we'll move on to my Dragon Ball figures. Alright, so starting off with the Saiyan Saga. We have here the demoniacal fit Goku and Kid Gohan. I forget what the actual title. I think it's the Father and Son Unbreakable Bond. So they're over here riding the Flying Nimbus. Excellent figure, and well, I guess you could call it a 2-pack because it was a really good price, considering that the official version made by SH Figure Arts, it was like exclusive, and it was priced outrageously. And this one was a very decent price that you could get it for. Probably went up in price now, though. But anyway, moving on, we have the big boy himself, Great Ape Vegeta. This is the exclusive version. I missed out on the first version, which I think is superior. Except for the paint scheme. I think this has a bit better paint scheme than the 1.0. It's more accurate to how he looked like in the anime. The only problem is it doesn't come with a lot of the accessories that the first one came with, which are pretty awesome. Like him crushing Goku, and Yajirobe cutting off his tail. So yeah, it's a shame. And there was a reviewer that I saw on YouTube saying that you couldn't open the mouth, but clearly you can. And not only that, but you can also move his tongue up and down, which is wild. I was not expecting that. But yeah, it's an awesome figure. I did not do a showcase video on this figure because he's so big, and I was just too lazy. So yeah. Alright, anyway, moving on, we have the I think this is a event exclusive Nappa with the anime accurate colors. We have him, and then we have the 2.0 Scouter Vegeta, but he has a Tonson Art Toys head sculpt where he's transforming into the Great Ape. I just thought it was very appropriate considering he's standing right in front of the Great Ape. And then right beside him in front, we have the SH Figure Arts Kid Gohan from the Saiyan Saga, or you can also put him in the Namek Saga look. Right beside him, we have Lowest Born Saiyan Goku, the Target exclusive, I believe he was. And then right behind him, we have the Demoniacal Fit Scarlet Martial Artist, aka Kaioken Goku. And then beside him, we have the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. So he may look the same compared to the Lowest Born Saiyan, but he has the Kinkai kanji on his back. Whereas this one, Saiyan Raised on Earth, has the Go kanji on his back from the Namek Saga, basically. So, yeah. And then, since we are on the... So, this is basically right here is the division between the Saiyan Saga and the Namek Saga. So, right in front of Goku, we have the older battles... What is it? Older Battle Armor Vegeta. I believe that's what he's called. It's basically his outfit from the Namek Saga when he gets killed by Frieza. And speaking of Frieza, he's right up here. This is the Tournament of Power version of Frieza, but I decided to put him in the Namek Saga section of the collection. And then right below him, we have Awakening Son Goku when he first turns Super Saiyan for the first time. Okay. And then we move on to the Cell Saga, but I basically have it as the Broly movie since I don't have Cell. So, yeah. But yeah, this is the Demoniacal Fit second colored version of Broly. But he has a TK Customs head sculpt, which is far superior than the stock head sculpt that came with the Demoniacal Fit figure. So yeah, there's that. And then in front of him, we have the SH Figure Arts Battle Damaged Son Gohan. So yeah, basically Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. Right beside him is the original. I believe this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from way back in the day. Teen Gohan. And then behind him, we have the Games Begin Son Goku from the Cell Saga. Okay. And then right above all of them, we have the Super Vegeta from the Cell Saga. Okay. And then continuing on to the Boo Saga. We'll start off on the top left. We have the SH Figure Arts Great Saiyaman. Okay. Right below him, we have the. This is another exclusive, I believe. SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku. And then right beside him, SH Figure Arts Majin Vegeta. But he has a Tonsinart Toys head sculpt. I love it. It's one of my favorite head sculpts, honestly. Okay. And then right above him, we have the original SH Figure Arts Vegito figure. The 1.0. But he does have a demoniacal fit head sculpt. And then we have the. He's kind of hidden in the back there. That's the SH Figure Arts Mystic Gohan or Ultimate Gohan, whatever you want to call him. Getting ready to do the Masenko. I do have. This isn't his original body. I put the head sculpt on a full power version of Goku. That's the body. And then right in front of him, we have the SH Figure Arts Gotenks. But he has a. I forget what company makes the head sculpt. But I think they call it like the Hedgehog or something like that. And yeah, it's basically Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So yeah. And then he's got the spiking Boo Ball attack that he's currently doing. You can see Boo inside there. I do plan on getting, because it just reissued the Super Boo by SH Figure Arts, so I do plan on picking that up. I already have it on pre-order. And then we have the Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I believe they call it the Royal Blood. But anyway, I wasn't a big fan of the Super Saiyan 3 look on Dragon Ball Daima. So that's why I decided to keep this version, so it's consistent with the long hair. I don't know why you would call it Super Saiyan 3 when it doesn't look like Super Saiyan 3, you know? I understand that that's how it was originally in the concept art. But once you establish something, you can't go back, you know? Like. But anyway, moving on, we had the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Still a good figure, in my opinion. I know Demoniacal Fit are planning on doing their version of Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and it comes with that cool Dragon Fist diorama display. But I may get it, I may not. Who knows? We'll see. And then we have the Kami 1 Gogeta figure from the movie Fusion Reborn. Excellent figure, in my opinion. Okay, so moving on from that, we're going to go to the... we're going to start Super. So first we have SH Figure Arts 1.0 Super Saiyan God Goku. And then right beside him, this is a kit bash. It's Super Saiyan God Vegeta, but he has the premium colored body. And the head sculpts are made by Demoniacal Fit. Right above them, we have the SH Figure Arts Fused Zamasu getting pierced right now by Vegito. I'll try to get a closer look later. Next, we have the SH Figure Arts Resurrection F Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. They are a bit kit bashed, so these are the Resurrection F bodies, but I put the SH Figure Arts Broly heads on those bodies for Goku and Vegeta. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Gotta readjust my body here. So let's see if we can get a better look at Fused Zamasu. I'll try. So, yeah. So that's him. Next we have the SH Figure Arts 1.0 Goku Black figure. Right now he's in the Super Saiyan Rose look, and he's got that custom scythe. And then right beside him we have the SH Figure Arts. I believe this is also an exclusive Zamasu figure. Okay. And then next we have the SH Figure Arts 1.0 Super Saiyan Blue Vegito from Dragon Ball Super, which is the best version, in my opinion, that SH Figure Arts made. They did make that, well, it's like an exclusive version or something, premium version or something, but I don't like the pearlescent look on that figure, so I much rather prefer this figure. Right below him, we have the SH Figure Arts Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super. I don't remember the actual titles of these figures, but I believe the Vegeta is based off of his look in the Tournament of Power. So there's that. And this Goku, it's a kit bash, really. It's basically the Broly movie version of Goku, but I gave him a full power Super Saiyan Goku belt. Okay. And then we have another kit bash. So this is the 5K Toys Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta body, but he's got a Thompson Art Toys Super Saiyan Blue Evolution head sculpt. Okay. And then right above him we have the this is another custom job that I did. I made the shirt myself. It's supposed to be Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. So yeah, like I said, I made the shirt myself. It's a cloth shirt. And the head sculpt, I believe, is made by Fairy Tale Customs, I believe. It was painted by them, I should say, because Originally, it's the SH Figuarts Ultra Instinct Mastered hair sculpt. So yeah. And then we have the SH Figuarts Kefla figure. So I got them both fighting each other right now in the Tournament of Power. Right below her we have the SH Figuarts Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. And then moving on, we have arrived to the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. First and foremost, we have the SH Figuarts Broly movie Gogeta, but he has a Kami 1 base form head sculpt. All right. Right behind him, we have the, I believe it's the full powered version of Broly. And good news for those collectors that don't own this figure, SH Figuarts did just announce a reissue of this figure. So if you guys are interested, you should go and pick him up because he is a very good figure. I should say that. Right beside him, we have the... People call him the Akari version of Broly. But I don't know what to call him. But yeah, it's Berserker version of Broly, I guess you could call him. So there he is, and then in front of him we have the Broly movie Goku and Vegeta. But for Goku, I put the Saiyan Raised on Earth head sculpt on him. And he has the Android 17 hands on him. And these jackets are custom made. I got them on eBay. Right beside him, Vegeta, also kit bashed. He has the superhero head sculpt on him. And this jacket is also from one that I bought on eBay. This is a 2-pack that came with the blue and green jacket. So yeah, there's that. And then in the back here, we have the Ultra Ego Vegeta. This is a new edition that I just got. Really nice. The head sculpt is made by Recustom. And it does come with the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta head sculpt, but it's the one from Daima, so I didn't like it, so I'm selling that one. If anybody's interested, send me an email. Okay, so moving on, we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Dragon Ball GT. That's another thing too. I didn't like the look of Super Saiyan 4 Goku on Dragon Ball Daima either. I think they're just screwing up the designs all over the place. And then we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Alright, so that does it for my entire collection, guys. If you enjoyed the collection room tour, consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. But until next time, guys, I shall catch you all later on the tube. Alright, bye guys.